Cool. How you doing there, Kerry? All good? Perfect. So what we're going to do today, I'm going to get you to fill out a few little details there, just so we can find out a little bit more about you and your goals and kind of exactly what you're looking to achieve. Chat a little bit about your food as well, so we know what's going on there. Then I'm just going to take you through, well, I'm going to pop you on the scales, take some fancy stats, so your body fat, hydration levels, loads of cool things like that, and then just take you through a little presentation so you understand exactly where your body is. So ultimately, the more you know about exactly what's going on in your body, the more we can help and support you to get to your goals. And then we'll talk a little bit through your nutrition, and then how the 3-day trial and some of the Herbalife products should hopefully be able to support you in what you're looking to do. Okay. So okay, if you want us to just start filling out the form for us. Let's see, pop name at the top. Okay, cool. Perfect. So, talk me through your goals at the moment. So what are you kind of looking to achieve?
I've got about 1.5 stone to lose from when I had my baby 3 years ago, and I haven't managed to lose that.
Okay. So what weight would you be then if you lost that 1.5 stone, do you think?
About 9.5 stone.
About 9.5 stone. Okay, perfect. So I would like to put 9.5 stone there, probably. And at the start there, we're saying by when? So when do you think you'd like to be 9.5 stone by?
I'd really like to lose it. I've got a party at the end of the year, so I'd really quite like to lose it by the end of the year.
Perfect, that's not a problem at all. So we work on a basis of kind of £1 to £2 a week. So work on 1.5 pounds a week. So that means you should roughly lose a stone in about 10 weeks. So that's 15 weeks, which is about, what's that, 3.5 months? So let's say 4.5 months. Sorry. So let's say, I mean, by the end of the year, should be absolutely fine. Should be pretty comfortable. Okay, perfect.
And it's for a party.
Okay, for a party. So when you say, obviously you want to get to 9.5 stone for the party, but how will that make you feel? So why is it important to be 9.5 stone for that party?
It was the weight that I was before I had the baby, so I felt quite comfortable with that.
Okay, cool. So write that down, write comfortable down, but to express a little bit more, so what do you mean by comfortable?
My clothes fitted more comfortably. I was in the size 10 rather than uncomfortable 14, 12. I just felt like I had more confidence.
Okay, perfect. Write that down as well, more confidence. Lovely. Perfect. Okay, so next one. Any kind of medical conditions, allergies, intolerances, anything like that?
Just got lupus.
Okay, that's fine. Lovely. Pop that in there. Okay, good. Other health struggles? So, do you ever feel tired, headaches, any issues with your digestion?
Stomach problems all the time. I get really bloated stomach, and in the afternoon sometimes I have to get like a hot water bottle and just hold it on my stomach.
After anything particular, food-wise?
Just after eating. Sometimes after eating, I've noticed that I need, I just get uncomfortable. I can't bend properly.
Okay, great. So just write digestion down there so we kind of know things there.
And a bit of migraine as well. I do tend to suffer with migraine.
Put that down as well, lovely. Okay. And lastly then, do much exercise at the moment?
I've got 2 little dogs, so I walk them quite a lot. So
walking the dogs.
But with the little one, she slows me down, she really does.
Okay, so lastly then, so just a little bit about your food. So talk me through maybe what you ate yesterday, so from your breakfast through to your meal. Okay.
I really like cereal. I could eat cereal every meal.
Okay, fine.
Crunchy nut are my favourite.
Absolutely.
Crunchy nut.
Perfect. Any drinks, any teas, coffees as well?
I love tea.
Good.
Call myself a tea belly.
Perfect. Mid-morning, have anything?
Tea.
More
I like tea.
Any picking on anything, snacking on anything?
I mean, in the nursery, there's always somebody's birthday, so there's always birthday cake. So I try to steer away from it, but
it is creeping.
It does. Okay. Or I'll have a biscuit with the children.
Okay, lovely. Okay, and for lunch, what do you go for lunch?
I had crunchy nut again.
You had cereal again. Okay, perfect. Good.
It's like the crunchy nut diet.
That's fine. Good.
And tea.
And more tea again. Okay, lovely. And mid-afternoon?
No, I don't think I had anything then until I went home.
Okay, and what did you have for your evening meal?
Because I'm on my own at home, pizza is just so easy to cook, so I have pizza.
Perfect, okay, good for pizza. Is that something you bought from the shops?
Yeah, I always have loads of ready meal foods in because I work long as well, so pizza was the easiest thing.
Okay, perfect. Down the side here as well, we've got cost as well. So I guess I know it's hard to kind of quantify cost on stuff like crunchy nut and stuff, but I don't know. I guess maybe £1 a go for each of these, and then obviously buying a pizza in. Decent pizzas, what, £3-4, something like that. Perfect. Okay, perfect. Good
Mayonnaise as well. I love mayonnaise.
Okay, brilliant. And you snacking on anything in the evening at all?
I normally go for like chocolatey things then. So if there's anything in the fridge that's sweet, I quite like.
Again, good. Pop that down as chocolate.
Or ice cream.
Okay. Lovely. And again, all that kind of amounts that maybe cost-wise. So let's maybe stick another £1 or so down in there. So what's that? 7 plus £1 a day fish on your food. Brilliant. Okay. Last little bit on here then. So just so you understand, so as it says down at the bottom there, you're statistically more likely to succeed if you have someone on the journey with you. So if you're kind of following, whether it's with the products or trying to change your nutritional habits, lose a little bit of weight and everything, if you're working with friends and family, you always tend to get much better results because you're able to support each other, as well as having my support as your kind of coach. So do you know anybody, friends, family that you think might be interested in at least having a look or maybe a chat with me?
Yeah, when I said I was coming, my friend seemed really interested, so I could ask her.
If you don't mind, just pop a name down there at the top there. So
I'd love to get Mum involved as well. Getting my mum involved would be great.
That'd be brilliant. No, if we can help the people that are closest to us, friends and family, that mums and dads and stuff, that's brilliant.
Yeah, she's been overweight for some time, so it'd be really good to get her involved as well.
Perfect, wonderful. Next step then, we're going to go and pop you on the scales and we'll take all your fancy little stats and we can go through all that then. Okay, perfect, good. The scales are just over here.
Thank you.
Cool. Okay, Kerry, so we've got all your stats, so we're going to just take through all your stats, make sure you really understand everything that's going on in your body and then kind of go from there. So quickly, obviously, we know each other for a while now, but just so you know my kind of story with Herbalife. So this is my product testimonial. So I've been working with the company for about 5 years now. I ultimately got introduced to the products really just to support my goals and playing a lot of football, a lot of sport. I thought I ate well, but actually kind of energy levels were never as good as they could have been. Physically, kind of maybe not in exactly the right shape. So I got introduced to the products to help and support my goals. Is where I really kind of understood the value of how much nutrition plays a part in getting the results that you want. And then that kind of led me into the business side of things because I thought, actually, I love the products. I've got a passion for kind of helping people. I love this sort of stuff. So then things have just kind of built and built. Now, it's a full-time thing for me, so I'm loving it. Okay. So we've got your questionnaire done. Obviously, we've got your stats. So let's quickly go through your stats so you understand everything. So we've got your hydration levels there. So coming out 41% for female, 41% females want to be between 45 to 60%. The key is with your water. Everything, skin, hair, metabolism, energy levels, you name it, will be better if you're fully hydrated. Yeah. So you're not quite where we need to be at the moment. Do you think you drink enough water?
I drink lots of tea.
Lots of tea. Okay, perfect. So, any just normal water or squash at all?
I'm not that keen on water.
Okay, okay, that's fine. So, you probably need an absolute minimum of 2 litres of water a day.
Yeah.
Just to make sure everything, like I said, your skin, hair, metabolism, everything, your body's working as well as it should do.
Yeah.
And for every tea and coffee you have, you need another glass of water.
Oh, wow.
Because teas, coffees and alcohol are diuretics and they dehydrate your body.
Yeah.
So you definitely, your hydration levels aren't where they need to be.
No.
So if there's one thing that you take away from today that you can change, really, really quickly, let's start boosting the water levels.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just and you'll feel, it will really, really help everything. Like I said, energy levels.
I used to drink it. I think you just get out of the habit of it as well,
absolutely.
don't you? So,
definitely. So hopefully we can start creating a better routine, which would be great. Lovely. Body fat percentage. So you talked about getting to a shape and size that you kind of wanted to, which was like that 1.5 stone lighter, which is absolutely great. But another measure of you changing that shape and size is body fat percentage.
Yeah.
So you're coming out at 28 at the moment, so kind of just about coming in that category there.
Yeah.
So looking at these lovely ladies here, where do you think you'd like to be?
I'd love to be one of them at the top. So
Want to get some abs?
Beach,
absolutely, who doesn't want the abs? Perfect. So we've got about 10% that we want to lose as well. So actually we can add that to your goals at the top there. So if you just want to say 9.5 stone and let's say 18% body fat. So lose 10%, perfect. That So as well as monitoring your weight, which yes, I'm sure we'll see a bit of a change, there might be times when maybe your weight stays the same, but you lose a bit of body fat.
Yeah.
That basically means you're losing inches. So
Yeah.
really important to track. Visceral fat. So now your visceral fat is the dangerous fat, so the internal fat. So there's one thing holding that little bit extra fat, maybe on your hips, waist, that sort of stuff. But this is the internal stuff that sits around your vital organs.
Yeah.
So you're coming out at 6 at the moment, which sits in the nice healthy range, which is absolutely fine. And obviously, if you maybe lose a little bit, then we can drop into the excellent.
Yeah.
But obviously, if you can picture anybody or think of anybody, especially kind of guys, as they get older, that hold that little bit of weight around their tummy,
Yeah.
these are the ones that are putting themselves at risk of serious kind of potential health implications.
Yeah.
So again, if you know anybody that you think might fit into their category, then I'd love to have a chat with them and see if we can help. Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. BMR, so your basal metabolic rate. So this is to do with the amount of calories your body burns at rest.
Yeah.
So the idea is if you stayed in bed all day, didn't move whatsoever, this is the amount of calories your body would need to consume to stay the weight and shape that you are at the moment. Okay, so you're coming out about 1400 at the moment.
Yeah.
So, have you any idea how many calories you need to burn or what deficit you need to create to lose 1 pound of fat? So if you wanted to lose 1 pound of fat this week, we need to burn more calories than you're consuming. Any idea what kind of deficit you need to create? Don't read for that.
100.
100. We wish it was 100, but no. So you're looking at a 500 calorie deficit a day for 7 days.
500, wow.
A day for 7 days will equate to 1 pound of fat. So basically 3,500 calories is 1 pound of fat. Yeah, so 500 calorie deficit a day. So what this is saying, so females, I'd potentially say I wouldn't want you eating less than 1,200 calories to make sure nutrition you're getting everything your body requires. So that means, you're creating a 200 calorie deficit already. What do you do as a job again?
I'm a nursery manager.
Okay, so a little bit of walking around, but I guess...
Yeah, I'm in the office quite a lot at the moment.
So you might add a few hundred calories on top of that just for general moving around and, out about dogs and the little one and stuff. So, which would potentially mean maybe if we kept those 1,200 calories every day of the week, including weekends and cheat days, then potentially you might lose that kind of 1 pound a week.
Yeah.
But if you want to lose more, then we definitely need to be more active. And obviously, if you want to allow yourself those odd treats and stuff on the weekends, then again, we need to find somewhere else to increase the calories. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But we can work closer with that as we go with the products and stuff to make sure that everything's specific to you. Okay. And this is what we're looking to try and create for you and everybody else that we work with. So yes, we want to reduce a little bit of fat around your body, but in a perfect world, we would love to put that little bit of muscle on. Yeah. Not only does that tone everything up, tighten everything up, give you that shape and size that you'd love to have, but more importantly, that one there with the extra muscle is burning more calories than that one there.
Yeah.
So that therefore means maybe that BMR number is maybe even a little bit higher, which would be perfect, which means A, losing weight becomes easier, and B, keeping it off becomes much more easier, which would be brilliant. And that's a combination of getting your exercise right and make sure your protein levels are right, which we'll talk a bit more about in a minute. Okay. So, metabolic age, we're coming out at 42, how old are we at the moment?
38.
38, okay, so it's a little bit older than your actual age. This is based on basically looking at your stats there. If we popped them into the computer would say that we believe these are the stats of a person this age. But as soon as we start to lower that body fat percentage, increase your hydration levels, then we'll start to see that metabolic age drop.
Yeah.
Ultimately, you want that metabolic age to be lower than your actual age, which would be wonderful, which we'll get there in no time. Okay, so 80% of the way you look is down to your nutrition and 20% is exercise.
Wow.
That's a massive thing. So if we want to lose that stone and a half, get you ready for that party. So whose party is it you're going to?
It's my sister's.
Your sister's party,
yeah,
okay.
It's her birthday, a special 40.
Okay, perfect. So a big day, you want to be looking great. It's all about the nutrition.
Yeah.
So, quick example, any idea how many calories you burn in an hour's worth of exercise?
700, 600?
Maybe, at a real push if you're really, really working hard.
Yeah.
But on average, maybe 400 or 500 I would suggest. Any idea how long it takes to eat or drink 400 or 500 calories?
1 chocolate bar.
Yeah, absolutely. Some chocolate, a couple of glasses of wine, bit of takeaway, that kind of thing. So if we can just make that slightly better choice with the food, that is going to give us a much quicker and easier way to drop the calories as opposed to the effort that it takes to burn the extra calories through exercise. So we can never out-exercise a bad diet, really.
Yeah.
So, food. Let's have a look at your wonderful food. So, Crunchy Nut Fiend. Okay, so what we've got here is a very carbohydrate-based diet, which is what we kind of tend to come across a lot these days. So most people, everybody understands takeaways, chocolates, crisps and stuff are really, really bad.
Yeah.
But most people might see maybe cereal for breakfast or sandwiches or maybe even cereal for lunch, and then a pasteurised potato, bread-based type evening meal has been a relatively healthy diet.
Yeah.
Okay, the issue is for most people in today's society, when we don't move around enough, we just can't warrant that many carbohydrates.
Yeah.
So this little graph at the middle there is pretty much what you're kind of experiencing. So we've got this blood sugar level increase because of all those extra carbohydrates that you've got in your day.
Yeah.
Your body starts to produce some extra insulin, which stores those extra carbohydrates as fat. But also with that blood sugar level spike, what happens after a spike? We get trough. So these little red spells down here, these are potentially maybe where you're feeling a little bit tired, maybe susceptible to the birthdays and the cakes and stuff that are kind of getting brought around. And then again, you're going for your kind of carbohydrate-based lunch. Trough, mid-afternoon, again that little red spell, again susceptible. Also that little red spell might be when you're looking to maybe do some exercise or something. Again, if you're down in this kind of red, tired, hungry spell, there's a good chance you might not. Do you know what I mean? And then you've got your evening meal then. So again, if you're making a choice on your evening meal when you're tired and hungry, you tend to make a good decision. Not really, no.
Sometimes it's easy to go stuff off at the takeaway.
Absolutely, whether it's a takeaway or your pizza or something, if you're making a decision when you're tired, it's not very easy. So, this is what we want to try and help you create and everybody else that we work with. So, 5 small, perfectly balanced meals a day is what we want. So, we want to fill those mid-morning, mid-afternoon gaps. So, A, we want to reduce the amount of carbohydrates, there's none of that fat storage. But then we want to fit that nice, healthy, balanced mid-morning, mid-afternoon meal in. And what that does is that balances your blood sugar levels. So you'll find there's none of the fat storage, your energy levels will be through the roof. Massive change, which hopefully might mean you might be able to exercise a little bit more and go out and do a little bit more, which would be great. But also it makes it so much easier to make a better decision. So like I said, when you're hungry and you're tired and there's chocolate about, it's very difficult to kind of say no. But actually, if your blood sugar levels are in a good place, it becomes so much easier to be kind of nice and healthy. Okay. So, with those 5 small meals a day, it's important about getting the right balance of everything that's in there. And one important thing is your protein. So, looking at your day, apart from maybe a couple of slivers of pepperoni on your pizza and a little bit in your milk, there's very little protein in your diet. Yeah. So, we need about 0.5 to 1 grams of protein per day per pound of body weight. So weight-wise, we're just over the kind of 10 stones, so that's, you're looking anywhere between 70 to 140 grams of protein, so let's say about 100 grams for yourself, and you're probably getting about 10 or 20 at the moment.
Really?
Yeah, so we need to probably treble that as an absolute minimum, if not more. The main reasons are, A, it's the protein that looks after your muscles and looks after that metabolism, but also protein fills you up more than carbohydrates do. So if we want to reduce your calories, if we can make more of those calories come from protein, then you won't feel like you missed the gap. Because there's nothing worse than reducing your calories somewhere and you starting to feel hungry.
I think as soon as you say going on a diet, you kind of feel hungry straight away.
The second you say you're on a diet. No, absolutely. But like if you start on the products or you go on anything, and you start to feel hungry at any point, call me, text me. It just means, we need to tweak things. Do we need to have a little bit more protein in there? What are your hydration levels right and so forth? Because if you start getting hungry, it's not sustainable. But that's why you get a coach with the products to support you through that. Okay. So a little graph here. This is how your body reacts with the different foods. So this little pink line here is your sugary stuff. Easiest example, I open a box of chocolates, let you have 1 chocolate. What do you want to do 30 seconds later?
Even more.
30 seconds later.
More.
Yeah, exactly. And you might as well just finish the whole thing. And that's what happens. So sugar, like your chocolate, blood sugar spike, crash. What do you want to do when you crash? Have some more, and so on and so on and so on. So then we've got the next one, this blue line at the bottom, which is your carbohydrates. So things like your pastas, rice and your potatoes. So again, if you have a big bowl of pasta, you still may be quite likely to maybe snack on something sweet or something afterwards. And then we've got the next line there, which is your protein. So the big keys with your protein, like I said, it fills you up more than your carbohydrates do. Yeah?
Yeah.
So if we can increase that protein, like I said, it allows us to drop your calories a bit better. And then you've got this top line here, which is the green, which is the perfect balance of your proteins and your veg. Yeah?
Yeah.
So that's pretty much all your body requires. The pastas, rice, potatoes and stuff, your body doesn't really work with them very well. So your proteins and veg, 5 small meals a day is perfect.
Yeah.
Is it easy to eat like that and do that on a daily basis? Not necessarily. But this is where we can kind of support you. Okay, so this basic slide just takes you through the kind of the basic steps that we're kind of trying to support you to do. So 10, 5, 1. If we can get you to have 10 glasses of water a day, 5 small balanced meals, and 1 little bit of physical activity, you're going to get pretty close to where you want to get to with a few tweaks. Really, really simple, 10, 5, 1.
It sounds simple.
Simple, doesn't it? It's not saying it's always that easy, but again, that's where the support and the products come in. So, have you ever lost weight and put it back on again at all? Yeah. Okay. Bit yo-yoing.
Yeah, since having the baby, I just can't seem to. I think I'm doing okay, and then there's a weekend where everything lose track, and that's it.
Okay.
Move it back to square one.
Okay, wonderful. Let me just take you through a little bit of the psychology of losing weight and how we can hopefully help you to get to your goal. You're 9.5 stone, you just stay there forever. So I presume if we get you to 9.5 stone, you want to stay there forever?
Yeah, yes, please.
Okay, cool. So we've got this initial weight loss phase here. So we're saying, what do we say, a stone and a half, sort of that was, what do we say, about 3.5 weeks, 3.5 months. So something along those lines, 3 to 4 months. So if we follow the process, no reason why we certainly can't get there by the end of the year for your goal, which would be wonderful.
Yeah.
The issue, and by doing that, 5 small meals a day, like we talked about. The big issue is that although we might get you to your goal, very easy to creep back into your old habits, isn't it? And sneak back up. So, if it say takes us 4 months to get to your goal, for those 4 months you've consciously made decisions on your food. 4 months is not a long enough period of time to change your habits on how you think and feel and choose your food. So what we need to do is, yes, we need to get your goal as quick and as comfortable as possible, but then we need to put a plan in place to keep you at that weight and shape for the next 4 months. Yeah. So then after that following 4 months, you then start to become the person that habitually eats and exercises like a 9.5 stone person. Yeah? And then we've got the wonderful maintenance phase then, which is hopefully just for the rest of your life, which is never a straight line, to be fair. It's always a little bit like this because you're going to go on holiday, you're going to buy a few pounds, weddings, whatever, enjoying yourself. But our goal is to put you in a position where you're in complete control of your weight and shape. So that actually you go away for a couple of weeks, buy a few pounds, that's fine. But when Monday morning comes, you know you just need to do this, this, this and this.
Yeah,
you're back
just
to where
get
you
back on it and then,
Cool. How's that sound?
Yeah, that sounds really good.
So, when it comes to your nutrition, the perfect world is always you planning and preparing those 5 small meals a day. Perfect balance of proteins and veg. But the issue is because of work, children, planning, preparation, cost, all these other things, it is really, really difficult to go from 3 not particularly great meals to suddenly doing those 5 small, perfectly balanced is difficult. So to make it super easy, during the initial weight loss phase, all I want you to do is worry about 1 meal a day and 1 snack a day.
Yeah.
And then we will use these wonderful products to support the rest of the calories and the nutrition. So you might have a smoothie for breakfast, a little bit of fruit and nuts maybe mid-morning, smoothie for lunch, a little protein bar, and then just a nice healthy balanced meal. So it should just make it super easy to get to your goal.
Okay, yeah.
Then by that stage your evening meal starts to look so much more balanced. So then during the transformation phase we might take out the lunchtime smoothie, introduce a nice healthy lunchtime meal, and then hopefully, like I said, perfect world is that maintenance phase of you planning and preparing those 5 perfect meals.
Yeah.
But even if you get to that stage, worst case scenario for me, it's really important to have a backup plan. So even if you are trying to plan it all with whole foods, for me to have some bars or a shake under your desk at work or bars in your glove box, that kind of thing, is really important, so that if you are working late or haven't managed to go shopping, that at least you know you've got a convenient, healthy, low calorie, high nutritious kind of option.
That'd be great, yeah.
Cool.
We do have days at nursery where you just find that dinner breaks just go out the roof and you end up with nothing and you go for long periods.
Absolutely, nothing worse, you're right. And again, that's what we come across a lot at the moment is people that have a massive amount of their days with no food, and then you just make the wrong decisions. Whereas this should hopefully just make it super easy to get the right food in during the day, and then you're able to make a much better decision when it comes to that evening meal as well. Okay, perfect. So this is what your day might look like. So it's like smoothie, maybe a little protein bar, smoothie or a healthy lunch, you know, some kind of fruit and nuts or something, a little bit protein-rich snack, and then a nice healthy evening meal. Most importantly, we need to start breakfast off in the right way. Obviously, you've got a very sugary carbohydrate breakfast at the moment. So if we start you off, making sure you're fully hydrated, getting the energy levels right, and really starting to pump some good nutrition in the start of the day, that'd be brilliant. And just a little bit of background about Herbalife, so you know a bit about the company. So nearly a third of all meal replacements sold around the world are Herbalife shakes. So it's an unbelievable company, going for 35 years, selling in 90 different countries. And these are all the doctors and scientists and stuff that are at the top. They're creating these products, making sure you've got the best nutrition kind of going into your body. So this is what you get in one of our smoothies and our shakes. So based on your kind of diet and stuff at the moment, your body is going to love you for all this wonderful nutrition that it's going to start pumping into it, which will just make you feel great. And you know, the little bits of tiredness and stuff that you talked about earlier as well, if we're getting the right nutrition in, the right hydration, that should help with that, as well as maybe the migraines. Cost wise, see, I mean, even your day, which is, you know, very simple and stuff, it's still racking up to kind of 5, 6, 7 quid quite comfortably, let alone maybe the days that you said you maybe grabbing a takeaway on the way home, or grabbing something for lunch and so forth. So hopefully, even, you know, with the products, yes, we want to help you to lose the weight, you know, more energy and so forth, but actually if we can save you a few quid as well, happy days. So just a nice little example, you know, if you swap from, you know, that kind of 3, 4 quid meal deals, and you know, swap your pizza for a shake, that'll save you kind of 500, 600 quid over the space of a year, just that daily kind of change, and not to mention about 205,000 calories. It's a lot of calories, isn't it? It's that small change every single day can mount up to something really, really good. Getting active, obviously we've got kind of local fit camps, there's videos and stuff, the activities that we can send you, so that, you know, there is a lot of support out there as well with that exercise side of things as well, which would be great. Some DVDs and stuff that you can buy as well. These are just some of the wonderful people we work with. That's Jamie and his testimonial. It's my friend John. I always start with him. He's a personal trainer, so his nutritional knowledge is really, really good. But actually fell into the same traps that everybody else did, of a more managerial job. I also have a new baby, and was just stopping at petrol stations, not planning and preparing his food as well, and kind of got to where he was then. But then, got on the products, got an incredible result. And Dawn, one of the wonderful people we work with, same with Jane, again, works at our local fit camp as well, you'll meet her. Again, Jamie, one of the guys that I work with, again, incredible kind of change in shape and size and energy and everything. And all these guys actually just started on the products, and now they're starting to create a little business as well, which is great, helping their friends and family. There's Emma again at the end there, before we get down to the apps. Okay. This is a biggie about the products, because actually, you know what, you could go to any supermarket and buy some kind of meal replacement type stuff. Now, nutritionally, I don't believe is as good as kind of what we're providing and supporting you with. But the big reasons why people get results with our products and through our company is the support. So when you take that product away, you are getting me with it. So
it's really helpful to hear all of that about you. You know, all your stats and why they're at that
absolutely
level.
you need to know where your body is, and you need to know why you need this kind of nutrition for me. But you know, at any point, if you're struggling, like I said, if you're tired, if you're hungry, if you're unsure on what to eat or whatever, that's what I'm there for. So feel free to text me, call me, you know, any support you need, we're there. Obviously we can try and work out a little weekly weigh-in as well to make sure that you're, you know, getting the results that you want. Okay, so today you're going to take away your wonderful 3-day trial, which would be great. So in your 3-day trial, we've got 3 vanilla sachets, 3 cookies and cream, 8 little energy tablets, and we get 1 citrus lemon bar, 1 chocolate peanut bar, 1 vanilla and almond bar, and a shaker, all for just 15 quid. So everything there just for the next 3 days, so that, you know, we're going to make sure that you're just feeling great, and it's just a great chance to see whether you like the taste, how do your body feel, you know, your energy levels any better and so forth. Now what we're going to do is we're going to sort out the weighing day on day 4. So hopefully we might see a little bit of a change on the scales, which would be great. But like I said, it's more just a chance for us to catch up, so I can have a good chat to see how you found everything. And then we can talk about the packs and the products that might suit you best, and talk about all the other wonderful flavours, your cookies and cream, your chocolate mint, your toffee apple and cinnamon, brand new raspberry and blueberry coming out, so loads of exciting stuff as well that you can try. But yeah, in here, like I said, you've got your little 3-day trial and everything here with your sachets and stuff. But like I said, I'll send you a little message with a little breakdown of kind of when to take things and how to take things, so that you've got all that to go with. But like I said, if you need any of the questions, any of the support, you just let me know.
Okay, that's great.
Okay, last little bit then, before my battery runs out. So again, it is really important to, like I said, understand that actually, if we can support some of your friends and family at the same time, you definitely will help to get better results. Yeah. And also, we do offer some little discounts as well. So if you were to refer those your two friends, your mum and your friend, and they were to go on a 3-day trial, we can offer you a 10% discount on your products, which would be wonderful. Yeah. And then if we're getting any near kind of 5+ referrals onto a 3-day trial, we can maybe even talk about 20% discount and you becoming what we call a Herbalife ambassador. But we can talk about that in a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so final thing, happy with everything?
Yeah, really happy.
Just need to take a pretty picture of you with this, if you don't mind, for promotional purposes, for a bit of Facebook.
Yeah.
And then again, you might gain some interest and stuff for your friends. Okay.
No problem.
Perfect. Thank you very much. I'm just going to get the camera.
Thank you.
Cool. Okay, Kerry, you're back after your 3 days, day 4 then, so kind of how have you found everything over the last 3 days?
Yeah, great. Really enjoyed them. Okay. Enjoyed the shakes. Vanilla's my favourite.
Good.
Really like, I like to mix it up and then put it in the fridge, make it nice and
wonderful.
Nice and thick.
That's great stuff. So kind of taste-wise then of the products, you really enjoyed everything?
Yeah, really enjoyed it. Really nice. Bars, I think I'm addicted to the bars.
Perfect, good. You're not the only one. There's a lot of people out there that are. Perfect. And how did you find energy levels then kind of over the last 3 days? Any kind of improvement at all at any point?
I found like the afternoons that I had a bit more energy. I was still going, and to the point that I even talked about joining the gym the other day, which is
wonderful. That's really good. Well, yeah, because we balance those blood sugar levels throughout the day, then generally, everything should improve, energy levels and stuff, which is wonderful. And to kind of lastly, how did you find the kind of the convenience of the products, and how did they kind of fit in with your life?
Easy, it was great. I didn't have to worry about work and having to have something to eat. There was something there all the time. And for me, I'd have them 3 times a day because I'm just so lazy.
Good stuff. Well, now that's great that you kind of just found everything really easy, which is wonderful. Yeah. Okay. So next step then, let's just put you on the scales just to hopefully see whether we can see any movement. But most importantly, you've really enjoyed the kind of last 3 days and you're feeling good. But let's pop you on the scale, see if there's any changes there as well. Okay. Wonderful. Okay, so £2 to the good, which is great, amazing, and 0.5% body fat down as well, which is brilliant, which is really, really good. Great start to kind of moving in the direction that we're looking for. So if we kind of refer back to your kind of goals and just remind ourselves a little bit why we started the 3-day trial and kind of what you're looking to do. So 9 stone wanted to get down to, because you had a party, didn't you, later on in the year, which would be great. Get down to that pre-baby weight and ultimately look and feel great at that party, wasn't it? So, a couple of pounds on the way to that. And also, if we're going to look for, going forward and maybe looking at some of the kind of products and stuff, just out of interest, again, looking back at your kind of previous diet, to big Crunchy Nut Cornflake fan, and there was a few chocolates, wasn't there, pizza and stuff. So we were racking up kind of 7-ish quid a day, and obviously there's maybe takeaways and stuff on top of that, wasn't there, you were talking about. So if we look at that from a cost perspective, there's 30 days, 7 quid a day. That's a couple of £100. Yeah. So maybe you're spending a couple of £100 a month then, or more. And obviously you may, easy to rack up the cost. And obviously you're not necessarily the weight and shape and size and energy levels that you want to be at the moment as well for that kind of 200 quid. So, okay, well let me just take you through some of the options then that we talk about and the packs that we've created to kind of support people like yourself. So we've got a nice little breakfast pack. So this is just people that are just looking to start the day right. So most importantly for anybody, whether you've got weight to lose or just want to get good nutrition in, then starting the day right with your breakfast is the place to be. So you get your great tasting shakes. So obviously you've tasted the vanilla, you love that, and the cookies and cream, but we get the mint choc chip, the chocolate, cappuccino, tropical, strawberry, brand new raspberry and blueberry, which is literally out today, which is pretty exciting. Toffee apple and cinnamon, I think that's the lot. So there's loads of kind of variety. The top one, my little favourite at the moment is probably the mint chocolate chip. Most people are kind of going a little bit crazy for that. Out of those, kind of which kind of might be excited to test them.
Mint chocolate, that sounds
you
good.
can't go wrong with the mint chocolate chip. Perfect.
I bet that thickens up like the vanilla.
Okay,
really nice.
Definitely. Really, really nice if you pop in the fridge for a little bit, definitely. And then with the breakfast shake, we get our little thermo tea as well. So the little tablets that you found, that you had mid-morning, mid-afternoon with your 3-day trial, this is the equivalent of those tablets, but in a tea form. So what it helps to do is, it's a nice replacement, especially for your teas and coffees. You can have it hot or you can have it cold. It comes in peach, raspberry, lemon flavour as well as an original. And just really helps your energy levels, but actually helps to raise your core temperature a little bit. So it helps to boost your metabolism a little bit throughout the day. So that'll just keep your body kind of burning and feeling really good. And again, certainly the perfect start to the day for people. The next step up kind of program-wise is what we call our wellness pack. So the same as your breakfast, but we're really looking to make sure your body is getting everything that it needs now. So we work on, optimal nutrition, making sure your body's getting everything it needs. So this is going to provide you 100% of your RDAs of everything. So you get your multivitamins, so just general kind of skin, hair, energy levels, your body's getting everything that it needs. And then really importantly, we've got some fibre and herb tablets to improve your hydration and your fibre content. We can ultimately maybe lose an inch or two around your waist very, very quickly, just through improving that digestive system, which is really, really nice. Okay, so because you've got a little bit of weight to lose, that you're looking to kind of get down to that 9 stone, we might be looking at something a little bit more like this, the little weight loss pack. So same as kind of previously, but obviously if we're having 2 shakes a day, highly recommend we get 2 different flavours. So maybe you get your mint chocolate chip, maybe you stick with your vanilla, which would be brilliant. And again, you've got all those lovely recipe ideas for your shakes if you fancy making a bit more interesting. We get all the other bits and bobs. But the extra bit in there, we've got an extra protein powder, so your personalised protein drink there. So what you do with that, the idea is it makes the shake specific to you. So the idea is we've got this kind of generic, brilliant shake, loads of stuff in it, but actually somebody of your size and kind of activity level compared to maybe me and somebody else that we've got, actually our requirements are slightly different. So what you've got there is the protein powder. So you'll have 2 scoops of the normal flavoured stuff, but then you might add 1 scoop of that protein powder. What it does, adds minimal calories, but most importantly, boosts the protein levels, so it really makes sure your fullness level is really, really good and you're feeling great on the shakes. The idea is you make that specific to you. You want it to fill you up a bit more, like it thicker, add a little bit more, it's absolutely fine. Or you don't like it, it's quite thick, or whatever, and you add a little bit less and so forth. But really make sure from day dot it's filling you up and you're feeling great for the rest of the day. So I massively recommend that. And our kind of top pack is our kind of complete weight loss pack. And most importantly, maybe for yourself and most people, we get your lovely little bars in there, which is great. So you've got 28 bars there. So you've got kind of 1 a day for the month pretty much. And obviously if you ever need extra bars and bits and bobs, if you ever take a couple a day, that's fine. And we can always get some extra bits and bobs. So you're looking at 169 quid, but that is the rest of your month kind of pretty much taken care of. So your breakfast, your lunch, your snacks, extra multivitamins, your fibre and herb, you've got your tea in there, boosting that metabolism, so 100% of your RDAs and just feeling great. And ultimately, we might even be saving you a good few quid if you're spending well over like £200 as it stands. Obviously, I appreciate you just shopping up front as opposed to buying the little bits and bobs that you might do at the moment, but it means actually the cost of the rest of the economy month is going to be quite limited if you're just having to worry about some nice healthy evening meals maybe and a little bit of a snack. How does that sound?
I think it'll encourage me to do it if I buy the big one. If I buy the big pack, then because I've got it. Absolutely,
you're right. It's a commitment, and obviously you got to remember, I come with that. So if you need any support, advice on any of your food, all your other meals as well, I'm there to support you. If you need any advice on maybe some of your exercise, we can talk about stuff that you can maybe give have a go at. But you're right. If we go for that, you're going to get absolutely everything. So
I'll make sure I use it then.
So we're going to go for mint chocolate chip.
Yes, please.
Vanilla, perfect. Your bars, which 2 flavoured bars?
Peanut, definitely.
Chocolate peanut.
And lemon.
And the lemon ones. Okay, lovely stuff. And then I say the tea. There's an original one which is like a kind of green tea kind of flavour, or there's a peach and raspberry lemon. My favourite is the peach. but up to you.
Yeah, I'm not very peachy.
Okay.
Raspberry.
Raspberry. Perfect, and we shall get the raspberry. So yeah, you can cash your bank transfer, get over to us, and that will take about 3 days, and we can get that all sorted for you, so we can get you started.
Fantastic.
We'll try and sort out a weekly weighing time as well, so it's great, so we can support you. And like I said, any support, anytime you're feeling hungry or need advice on anything, do not hesitate to contact me. That's all perfect. As well, you know, we'd love to maybe get you entered into our level 10 challenge. That's a national 90-day challenge.
Yeah.
So what we do, we take a little photo when you start on your pack. I can enter it into the system, kind of forget about it, don't worry, let's just really focus on the next 3 months, getting some amazing results. And there's some kind of big prize money, there's up to £10,000 in prizes that you could win, which, you know, it's all beneficial, absolutely. You can buy yourself a nice party frock then for your party at the end of the year, which would be great. Okay, and we talked about it briefly, didn't we, before again about your referrals. So obviously we put a few names down there, and I saw your mum, didn't I, a couple of days ago, and your sister as well. So because they've gone on some 3-day trials, I'm able to offer a 10% discount as well, which is wonderful. Great. So call it £150, and you've got absolutely everything that you've got there, and we'll get you started on the pack. And because we've got you, you know, you gave them those 2 referrals, which is wonderful. Hopefully we can maybe over the next couple of days just have a sit down and talk about what we call the ambassador program, where there's potential to get some even bigger discounts, and hopefully, you know, we can maybe help a few more of your friends as well, which would be wonderful.
Yeah.
So perfect. You're happy with all that?
I'm really happy. Yeah.
Great stuff,
great.
Kerry. I can't wait to get you started. I'm sure you're going to get some amazing results.
Oh, hopefully. Great stuff. Thank you.